President Trump calls it a great day for Israel. He sends his best wishes during a festive inauguration of the new embassy in Jerusalem. But violence along the Gaza border, fueled in part by the embassy move, cast a shadow on the opening. More than 50 Palestinians were killed in mass protests, marking the deadliest day there since 2014. Good evening from Washington, D.C. Thank you to those of you joining us from around the world for news from a Catholic perspective. I'm Lauren Ashburn. Amid the clashes, President Trump says America remains fully committed to striking a peace deal in the Middle East. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Lauren. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu applauds the president's decision to move the embassy to Jerusalem, but Palestinians are outraged. They claim the eastern half of Jerusalem as their own capital, and even the Pope has expressed concern. President Trump sent a U.S. delegation to Jerusalem to mark the occasion.
We welcome you officially and for the first time to the Embassy of the United States here in Jerusalem.
White House advisor Ivanka Trump sharing the view of her father, who sent a video message today.
For many years, we failed to acknowledge the obvious, the plain reality that Israel's capital is Jerusalem.
The embassy opens less than 50 miles away from deadly clashes raging on the Gaza border today. But the president's senior advisor and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is optimistic a framework for peace between Israelis and Palestinians has been laid.
When there is peace in this region, we will look back upon this day and remember that the journey to peace started with a strong America recognizing the truth.
But Palestinians have lashed out. Led by their leader Mahmoud Abbas, they have declared the Trump administration unfit to mediate peace talks.
Il mio pensiero va ora a Gerusalemme.
Last year, Pope Francis expressed his own concerns that the decision to move the embassy could destabilize the Middle East.
The Vatican has reservations about the peace of Jerusalem.
Chad Pecknold, a professor of theology at the Catholic University of America, explains the Vatican's position.
They have prudential concerns about any small change in the status quo leading to greater violence, and of course we saw some of that today.
Pecknold says it's too simple to pin today's violence only on the embassy opening. Palestinians are also protesting because today marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of the State of Israel, when hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced, they fled, or were expelled from what is now Israel. Lauren?
Mark, what is the White House saying about these attacks on the Gaza border?
The White House says the responsibility for the dozens of deaths rests squarely with Hamas. Hamas is a Palestinian Islamic militant group which the U.S. recognizes as a terrorist organization. In the White House press briefing today, spokesman Raj Shah said Israel has the right to defend itself. Lauren.
White House correspondent Mark Irons, thank you.